Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. And I got a little anxiety today, I guess. I don't know. I guess some people are of the opinion that actually I'm only doing this live because I'm testing the ability to see if I can still do it. Technology is changing so fast and it's so wonky. It's all becoming more and more proprietary, and what that means is, well, people are picking up their balls and they're going home. Software compatibility is not as cooperative. It's not going to be, like different browsers. I found I'm IT as a profession. That's what I went to college for, you know. That's why I went into the military, to go to college to get this degree. It's just collecting dust on my wall, because life kind of throws curveballs from time to time. So switching things up a little bit. So what I like to stay in practice of, the different browsers and stuff. I don't have a Windows machine. I run on a Mac. The last year that model that they made, that you could change out your memory. You could swap out memory. So anyway, so I like to test different browsers, because I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff when people are trying to do lives, and they turn into premieres. You just don't have we're losing functionality. So from time to time I'll do a live just to make sure everything's works and stuff. And God, this is a monster, isn't it? I just can't even avoid it. It's just right there. It's right there. It's right there, reminding me you are a human being. No, you're a spirit having a human experience. How's your human experience going? So it's been a pretty wild week, I'd say. It's a lot of weird. Life is just only going to get more weird, and I think it's going to be really, really, really weird for people that have an idea of how things should be. The more that your mind is programmed and in a box, and you have your daily routine, and you go this way to work, and you eat at this restaurant on this day, and you do this on the weekend, and your kids, and if you have a family, then they all have their schedules and the things that they do, and you commingulate. And the more that people have patterns, I think the more people are going to find this year to be disruptive. Those are the folks that I think are going to have a hard time with the clear vision of 2020. Because 2020 is going to be the year of clear vision. I keep seeing a lot of earth changes and with that, there's that's scary, volcanoes and freaking the earth rising up out of the ocean and all that stuff. That's like scary stuff, which it is. And then I think of all the new stuff that can be discovered. You gotta go through scary things in life to unearth the goodness, more of what things can be. As above, so below. We're no different than the planet that we live on. And the earth is going through a great cleansing, a transition, an ascension, and we are along for the ride. The earth's vibration is speeding up in frequency, and we are along for the ride. That's why people are shorting out. They don't know what to do, how to express themselves, how to even articulate what they're feeling with these energy rushes that everyone is experiencing. So instead, they're overcompensating. They're living from their ego. The human experience, it's a trifecta, yeah? Mind, body, and spirit. And people for so long have just completely voided their spirit. Don't even look at the fact that we're born, we have a body, we direct our body with our mind. Sometimes the heart's involved, mostly it's not, And then now, because the earth is raising its vibration, it's raising in its spirit. So now we're going along for the ride. And people are like, I don't know what to do. What's this? What's going on? You know, they're waking up to their intuition, their you know, guides, angels, whatever you want to call it. Into it's you. We're all connected. And I understand now in a really significant way how important it is for people to stay positive, because that raises everybody up. You know, and there's a lot of people low right now, man. There is like, I mean, what is today? It's that commemorative freaking more man-made, made-up military conflicts for profit. And, you know, every year they commemorate it. You know, and yesterday, the freaking young man freaking discharged his firearm on the military base, you know. Well, they're having, in Hickam, where they're having this recognition of freaking nonsense. No need, you know, and all that stuff is being revealed because all the people that really liked it, doing it, you know, like blowing a boom, 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 blah, you know, you're blowing up the earth. All that karma is being repaid now. And it's coming out in your kids. It's coming out in our, you know, our relationships with ourselves and what we eat and you know, and it's just, we just have been doing what we were told for too long, and now people are starting to come into their spirit, and they're like, nope, I'm not believing in that anymore. Nope, that is nonsense. You know, I saw an article today about how feds are giving themselves 12 weeks paid paternal leave. You know, how nice for you. You guys also make a lot more money than the rest of us too, but we're paying for your stuff, right? So, and I was reading in the comments. I try to stay out of the comments because that's just where the cream of the crap live. And and I see stuff in there, and a lot of times I won't say nice stuff, so I just stay out of problem, not even just engaged. But there's just a level of ignorance that's just insurmountable on this planet right now, and I just tune out of it because it freaking disrupts my bliss. And so people are like, oh, you guys deserve it, you work so hard. I'm like, you obviously don't know much about the federal government, and you don't watch the news much. But it's all changing, you know. And that's the thing, is people are going to start figuring out, oh, wait a minute, there is $682 billion military budget, and there's only like, how many million people? There's enough. If they reduce, if they like, every American could be a millionaire. Let's put it that way, or at least have, you know, a nice little nest egg. Be given a break at the beginning or the end of his season. You know, like a lot of money, but it's all right. See, I don't even believe in money. I hate money. I use money as a means to keep a roof over my head. I don't even have enough income to freaking keep the heat on. The furnace, because I had to choose electricity and cable, you know. So the heat went out, and so did running water. But that's the city of Salem's fault. I tell my story there, and they'll get their karma, you know. But everything, what do you do? These are my family, and that's the choices that I had to make at that time to take care of them. So I'm just trying to move back to Reading, start my life back over again. You know, because when things don't work, you got to keep trying stuff, you know. People have just succumbed to their lives as how uncomfortable they are. They just would rather go for a title, you know, reach for a title. I never understood titles, why people, it was so important that people have titles. And then I was taught a word called entitlement, and I was like, oh, entitled people that feel entitled need titles. I get it. I was always more of a naturalist, you know. I just wanted to have the freedom to do what I wanted, to, you know, because I don't hurt nobody. I'm experimental. I'm just a little. I'm a heyoka, and if people know what a heyoka is, then that's good. If not, maybe you should look it up, and that'll kind of give you an idea who and what I am. And I just want to make the world a better place, and I always have. When I was a little girl, I was just one of those weird kids, Aspergers, but it's even diagnosed, but I was never told, and kind of fell to the wayside growing up with how, because they dealt with it a lot different back in the 70s and 80s, and so it was never even, nothing ever came of it. And then after I freaking managed to get through my dependence on alcohol and get into the military, and then get out of the military, go to college, graduate from college, and then I figured out, oh my goodness, I am a spectrometer, So I just want to help people that feel low in life know that you can come from really dark, low places and find the light. And that's what I'm trying to do here, and I want to, because there's a lot of people who are going to check out. A lot of people are checking out, and they're checking out in gross ways, and they're taking people with them, and it don't got to be like that just because the energy of the planet is different, There's ways to circumvent and to, there's days, when I was a little girl, they made fun of people, of people that didn't want to leave the house and, were selective about who they hung out with. And now it's just Operation Security, get through life. I watched a vlog earlier. I recently found a gal. I like to listen to other people's stories to distract me. And I recently found a gal that, where is it? That I like listening to. What's her name? It's okay, Benzo. I'm sorry to bother you, Benzo. We're doing a video. I'm surprised that you're not awake and showing people your tonsils with your beautiful yawns. I'm surprised, Benny, that you're not doing that. What's her name? Angel Souls. Never heard of her before. I'm just a tiny tube. All these other people got these big old tubes, but and most of the big tubes, that's the thing, is I can't freaking listen to because I can't hear past their ego. Their egos are just so freaking big. I'm just like, and and then every now and again I hear some spiritual jargon, but spirituality is just like anything else. It's anything else that trends, and it comes up and it flashes and then it loses its significance, or one group will find a way to minimize it, like they did back in freaking Vietnam with the hippies. What people don't get is people like me are dreamers, and we're the one that are trying to manifest a life in a peaceful way. Why hasn't the world ever had peace on Earth that we know of? How come there aren't any historical accounts of that? Why has there always been some sort of control paradigm? It just makes me kind of woeful. So anyway, the live stream is working. I'm confident in that, and I'm going to go ahead and excuse myself. And I'll probably come back on later and do another video after a while. It's rainy here where I am, and we're just going to be doing this today. But we're all doing pretty good, and if you're having a hard time and going through some woeful things yourself, it might behoove you. It works for me sometimes. Just get through this day. Just this day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about next week. Just get through this day, okay? And try and find some things and put those across your screen that makes you happy. That makes your heart happy, Concentrate on the good things, the love and the light, because Lord knows there's plenty of shadow stuff going on, so hope you have a nice and easy day. Peace.